Hello campers. Today we're going to do a little yoga session for you guys and hope you will enjoy. A little bit about the history of yoga and the meaning of yoga that you should always know is that the word originated in India and is intertwined with many religions and philosophies there, including Jainism, but many others too. And the meaning of yoga is to sort of connect the human spirit with the sort of divine spirit or universal spirit. So there's always a aspect of connecting to the meaningful things around you. So it's not just the exercise that you're doing, but it's also about meditation and the way you live your life. Okay, so let's start with some yoga basics. We're going to start with the sun salutation. All right, most of you hopefully know this already. And what I'll do is I'll try to go slowly, and remember that we're going to do a lot of good breathing while doing the yoga, because breathing is an important component of the yoga, as well as trying to achieve a really peaceful and serene mental state that you can take with you wherever you go after the yoga session. Okay, so we'll start with a sun salutation, and we'll start in prayer position. So press your palms together, back nice and straight. Activate the muscles in your back, and feel the ground down through your feet, and try to stand tall. Okay, try to imagine yourself getting taller and taller until you achieve every millimeter of height that you can achieve. So I'm stretching. Okay, and here we go. Okay, now the ceiling is a bit hot and low here, but I'm stretching upwards towards the sky and then slightly backwards. Activate the muscles through your legs and your gluteal and your back and your arms. Get a nice stretch there. Okay, and breathe in and breathe out. Now pause here, stretch way forward, get a nice stretch, and then start bending your knees. I had my back very straight, and now I'm rounding my back. Okay, now take a big breath in and out, and let your arms hang. Get a bit of a stretch in this position. All right, and we're gonna one foot in front of us, our right foot forward, and our left foot back, and our hands roughly on both sides of that front foot. Okay, feel a nice stretch here. Okay, feel a nice stretch here. Nice breath in, breath out. Now just lower your knee gently and continue to stretch. Okay, and now we're gonna do the table, okay, or the plank, whatever it's called. Yes, plank. All right, and so maintain this position for a sec. All right, and knees down, and you're gonna go like an airplane and sort of go up and into upward dog. Okay, you can also call this cobra sometimes. I'm not an expert, but if you do that, you can even get a stretch of your tongue and your eyes. Look your eyes straight up to the third eye center, and even bring out your tongue and get a nice stretch there. Now we're gonna go into downward dog. Okay, so your body into the nice shape of a pyramid. All right, get a really good stretch in your calves here. I know a lot of you guys, when I've done yoga, have really tight muscles. So sometimes what you can do is you can lift up your left foot a little bit, and then lift up your right foot, and put your opposite heel down, and switch, get a really good stretch of your calves. Okay, there we go. All right. That's downward dog, and now we're gonna bring our right foot back up again. Okay, and both feet together, and slowly come up. Loosen your shoulders, roll them back, stretch up again. Big breath, and back to the center. Okay, and that's one cycle of the sun salutation. Let's do the other side. Okay, stretch again and up. Big breath in, hold it, stretch up forward. Pretend you're going to touch the opposite wall. Good. Okay, and then bend your knees and down. Get a nice rounded back and stretch your back and your shoulders and down this position. Now your right foot back. Okay, get a nice stretch here. Take a breath in and out. Back in and out. Drop your knee. Get a little bit more of a stretch. Okay,
into plank position. Hold it for a sec. Okay. Now down and into upward dog. Now feel that stretch. Push your pelvis down towards the ground if you can, and get a nice stretch through all the muscles of your abdomen and your pelvis. Okay, and now we're going to bring our left foot back to the front. Okay, here we go. And both legs together, rolling up nice and slowly, and then up and back to heart center. Okay, that's the sun salutation. Hope you guys will remember that from previous. All right, now we're going to do some warrior poses, and again, I'll start with, maybe what we'll do is put both feet apart this way. Okay, so you're standing like this, and now I'll turn so that one foot is facing forward. All right, and try to square your hips. Okay, so that your 4 points are all facing forward, and being down on your knee, bring your arms up. Okay, and that is, I think that's called warrior 1. Okay, so do that, and we'll come back up, and we'll do this. Okay, again, come forward. Now remember to breathe. Big in, big breath out. Big breath in, big breath out. Now we'll get a little bit more tricky here. Okay, we're going to bring our opposite hand and opposite leg together. Okay, and look up at the upper hand. So you're looking up at your right hand at this point. Or if you're doing the mirror image, it'll be your left hand actually. Okay, great. Now I'm going to put my hands together over here. It's a bit of a balance pose here. Again, a nice stretch for your shoulder and your back. Okay, and now what I'll do is I'll put my opposite, my same hand, so if my right foot is forward, my right hand is down, or the opposite, okay, and stare at my opposite hand looking upwards, okay? So the same side hand and leg are together, opposite, like that. Now, nice breath, remember, breathe in and out, breathe in and out. Good. And we will come back here. Now, both legs are straight. It's kind of like a triangle here. And I'm going to sort of do this reverse triangle thing where my right leg is forward, then the same hand is going up and back. Okay? Your other hand can just rest on your leg and give you a bit of a stretch like that. Good. Forward and together. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So my legs apart, all right? And now I'll point my front leg forward. My back foot will be sort of diagonal a little bit, okay? And I'm going to come down, all right? Now, don't slouch, be straight. Get a nice stretch through here. Your psoas muscle is one of the main muscles there. And both arms up, and look up and breathe. Okay, and now same foot forward as the same arm forward, same arm and leg matching. Okay, so again, that's warrior 2. All right, great. And now I'll take my opposite hand, come down. Okay, so my opposite hand, opposite leg are together on the ground, and I'm looking at the hand moving upwards. So stare at that hand. And now, bringing both hands together in prayer position, getting an additional stretch in my shoulder. Good, balancing nicely. Great, okay? Now, the same hand and same foot. So if it's your left hand and left foot, or right hand and right foot, if you're doing the mirror image. Good. And remember, we're breathing. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, breathe out. Great. Hope you got a good stretch there.
Remember, you're relaxing your mind. There's so many things that make us tense these days, and we're always so busy. This is our chance to take a pause and remember the importance of that. And now, my same foot, same leg, okay? Gonna come like this, and my opposite hand can just go on the back leg, and I'm gonna stretch backwards and breathe in, then out, breathe in, then out. Great, okay, and then come back. Now, we'll do a couple of balance poses, all right? So one will be the very popular tree pose. Now, they say don't put your leg right on your knee, put it below or put it above. I don't think it matters that much, to tell you the truth, but let's put your, go into a nice comfortable position like this. Straighten your back, okay, straighten back. Stand tall, try to increase your height. Your leg that is raised, don't let it be forward, try to tilt it backwards, okay, like this, okay, and go like this. That's our tree pose. I hope I'm doing it right. Even if I'm not, it's still a good pose, all right? There we go. Okay, so balance like that. If you're really good, try to come up on your ball of your foot and still balance. Great, okay. So now let's switch legs and do pose on this side, okay? Get into a comfortable place. I'm gonna try to put my leg even higher this time, all right? Put it out, and there we go. Our tree pose like this, okay? Hope you guys are enjoying. And try to go up. I don't know. That was a bit harder on that side. Okay, so that was one balance pose. Another good balance pose is we can try to go like I think this is one of the warrior poses, going like this. Kind of like you're like Superman, going straight flying through the air, okay? But on a pedestal, so like that. And we'll try the other way, okay? You get a nice stretch in your calf this way too. Okay, point your back toe maybe, and then flex it. Do both. Good. Okay. Okay, shake it out. Shake it out. All right. Good. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to go down on one knee, okay, and put the other leg forward, and put it forward like this. Now, stretch forward towards that foot. And if you can grab your big toe with the opposite hand, then that's great, okay? So pull it backwards. You get a nice calf stretch as well as a hamstring stretch. So pull it backwards. Now breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Okay, so now we can let go and just just go flex forward a little bit more. Now, you're not trying to crunch your back. You're trying to keep your chest out and then move as a lever, okay? Okay, good. All right, good. Now, this foot can come down again. And this one is a bit tricky. You're gonna come forward, okay? Flex a little bit here. This will give you a stretch to your groin. And now, take your opposite hand of your back leg and pull this backwards. And put some weight here, okay? See what I'm doing this? Now do this carefully. I'm gonna tell you one thing about it. So I'm getting a really good stretch through my quadricep muscle right here in this leg, okay? So like that. And I'm gonna come down, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Now one thing I'm gonna tell you what not to do. You don't wanna put the weight on your kneecap here. You wanna put the weight above your kneecap. If you put the pressure on your kneecap, that's not good for your knee. But the pressure should go here. So the part that goes on the ground is right above my kneecap and not my kneecap itself when I'm doing this exercise, okay? You can always pause the video and try this out a little bit more because that's a bit of a tricky pose for some people, okay? I'm gonna go the other way, okay? So back nice and straight, chest out, and breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Now, obviously, I'm doing this a little bit faster because I got to make the video short, but you can do it a little bit slower when you do it on your own. So there I go. I'm getting a nice stretch here, pulling my foot back, and now I'll actually reach out and grab my big toe or grab my foot. Okay. Do a few more breaths. Remember, you're relaxing your mind. Let go again. Now come back onto your foot, okay? Come onto the front foot, okay? Now remember not to put weight on your kneecap. Do not hurt yourself doing any of this yoga. If any of this stuff is causing you pain, too much pain, then just try to find an easier variation, okay? Or an easier, just a partial method of doing this movement, or find another way of getting the same stretch without causing yourself too much pain. A little bit of pain is okay, like just stretching, but not anything that's bad and causing damage to your joint, all right? Okay, so there we go. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Good stuff. Okay, so there we are. Okay, so we can come back onto our knees and we can sort of shake it out, okay? And we can come down now. We're gonna do some stretches for our back. So one thing we can do, since we're here, actually, before we get into our back stretches, we can do a butterfly, okay? So like this, and we're gonna just try to push our knees down a little bit so you get sort of an external rotation of your hip joints. So breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So I'm just pushing down a little bit with my elbows onto my knees. Okay, good. Okay, great. Now put your one leg forward, okay, and your other leg to the outside, okay? Now, if this is my left knee, okay, you might be doing the mirror image. I'm gonna take my opposite arm and I'm gonna give it a hug, okay? And I'm gonna turn this way, try to hook my knee a little bit better, and then get a nice stretch here. So this will get a nice rotation of your spine, so a good stretch there. A little bit through your glutes and some of the other muscles around. And bring your knee in. It's also going to stretch your shoulder and the muscles behind your shoulder blade, your upper back. So a lot of muscles stretching at the same time. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Good. Okay. And what we can also do is even go a bit further and try to put our hand on the ground this way. All right. Let's try the other side. Okay, shake out a little bit. And remember, whatever you do on one side, try to do a roughly equal amount on the other side. So here I am, hooking my knee on the opposite side and turning around and getting that nice stretch. A couple of breathe in and out. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Okay. So there we go. Now, related to this position, it'll go naturally like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch a little bit more the muscles over here. These are muscles that get neglected actually a lot. So I have my leg like this. I'll try to put it close to the ground and I'm going to move forward. Okay, and move forward and feel a bit of a stretch here. Okay, okay, good. And then you can also take your entire leg and lift it upwards. Try that again, straight back. Down and try to lift up. Nice breath. Okay, let's do the opposite leg. Down and up. And you can do this exercise even when you're sitting in a chair. A lot of times we spend a lot of time at our desk. It's great to just, as we're sitting, to take one leg and put it up like this and then bend forward in our chair and do some of these modified stretches just sitting in our chair because we spend so much time on our computers. There we go. All right, so that's that. Now, I guess some of the last things, this is the stuff you learn in phys ed as well, okay? So it's a really great thing to just try as much of a stretch as you can. Try to bring your legs apart, okay? Your back nice and straight. And start like this, and breathe in, and out. And in, and out. And try to bring, okay, so now we're gonna stretch the sides of our arms, our latissimus, and get our back curving sideways. So try not to slouch forward, but pretend your back is nice and straight and you're going, there's a plane of glass in front of you and you're just twisting or you're bending in line with that plane of glass. Okay, so like this. Good stuff. And the other way. Breathe in. And out. Good. Okay, so that's a great stretch too. So let's go towards our one leg and hold. And out. And towards the other leg. And out. Okay, good. Shake out your legs. Obviously, you can do more of these. We're doing this as a kind of a faster video. All right, and now we're gonna go back into this position, and we're gonna do our. I can't remember if this is child's pose or prayer position, but we're gonna come like this, and just relax and feel the nice stretch in your shoulders. And breathe in, breathe out. Let your head hang down. Let the blood flow to your head and feel your neck muscles relax. Good. And come up and we'll do some cat dog stretches, okay? So belly down and then arch your back up. Belly down and arch back up. Good. Press. Good. And come back down like this. I think this is actually called child's pose here. Again, hold. And a few breaths. Big breath in. Okay, good. And the last thing we're going to do is just you can just widen your stance a bit, be comfortable. We're going to do some neck stretches, okay? So just let your neck, body straight, let your neck fall towards the side, okay? And let gravity do the work, and you try to just relax your muscles. And then let your head roll just very gently, just rolling it forward towards the middle. And feel like every single little fiber of muscle has a chance to stretch as you go bit by bit. Take a nice breath and hold it. And breathe out. Nice breath and hold it. And breathe out. Nice breath and hold it. And breathe out. There we go. And then back the other way. And back the other way. Okay, we just did a couple there, but you can always do more. Now, and one more thing is now, I don't like to move my head all the way back. That's kind of difficult for the spine, but think of moving your chin upwards and just getting a stretch of this part of your neck. You can sway to the side. Okay, and come back to prayer position. And we can stand up. Or what you can do, actually, you might want to just do the corpse pose. Okay, so you can go like this and relax. Okay, so you can always do some corpse pose. So remember that the word yoga does come from India, but there have been similar traditions from many cultures all over the world. Specifically in Jainism, the tradition started more with meditation, and eventually the idea came around to, let's say, look after our physical body a little bit more at the same time so that we can do better meditation. It's nice to start out with some yoga like this and do some meditation afterwards, because your mind and body sort of get very relaxed in the process. But it's a good practice to keep doing in addition to other physical fitness. Remember, you want to do some cardio, you want to do some strength, and then some stretching and yoga. And if you do those three types of different exercises, you'll get really good physical and sort of mental conditioning as well, okay? So thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the camp, and thanks to all the counselors who are running the virtual camp this year. You guys are doing an amazing job. Take care.